A millennia ago, one of my patrons, Patrick Conroy, said, "Hello Tick, really enjoy the videos, both the documentaries and the Q&As. I was always taught in school that World War II started in 1939. I'm from Ireland, so it'll be the same as taught in the UK mostly. For Russians, the Great Patriotic War started in 1941, and there may be others that I'm not aware of. Do you think we should take into account the fighting between Japan and China starting in 1937, and thus revise the start date for the war?" No. And the reason why is because the war between Japan and China in 1937 wasn't on a global scale. It only became global in December 1941 when Japan struck Pearl Harbor, joining the other war, the World War that had started in September 1939. So let me run through the events just to make this clear. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, who were allied with Britain and France, thus declaring war on the Allied powers, resulting in a worldwide conflict. Britain, for example, had colonies and Commonwealth countries around the world who entered the conflict with her. So that's when the World War began. At that moment, Japan and China were only fighting a local war that had nothing to do with the World War going on in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. It's only when Japan strikes Pearl Harbor in December 1941 that Japan, specifically, gets brought into the wider conflict. The Second Sino-Japanese War really could be classed as a separate local conflict that only got caught up in the wider conflict from 1941 onwards, but until that moment wasn't part of the World War. And I'm aware that some people have strong opinions about this, so let me ask you a question. If this wasn't called the Second World War, but was called the Great Japanese War, would you say that Germany's invasion of Poland resulted in her entering the Great Japanese War? No. It's a separate conflict. And even when Japan strikes the USA in 1941, that doesn't mean that Germany, Britain, and the Soviet Union and so on all join in with the Great Japanese War. It's not that they joined in with Japan's war, it's that Japan, fighting her own separate war with China, joined in the world war going on elsewhere. So I hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching, bye for now.